So welcome to my winter break. Take the holiday breaks off from Christmas to New Year's. And actually it's going to be a little bit longer this time because the day after New Year's is going to be a Friday. Not going back to work. So we shut down. Customers happy with it. They're fine. So me and the Beagle Boys decided to come out into Rock State Forest once again. We're in a spot that I have never actually been to. It's a little Juniata natural area. I've been into parts of it, but never walked the path that follows the river. And a good friend of mine, George Conrad, he comes out here all the time, and I thought I'd take a little explore of it today. And we are having a blast so far. We have found a couple mushrooms, some late fall oysters. They have blossom at the bottom of a birch tree. And we are now about to see the second overpass of the railroad. Those are the railroad tunnels that everybody comes back to take a peek at. There's 3 of them. I'm sure I can get a better view here. A little path that goes down to them. I think it's a little bit treacherous for today. Oh yeah. And you were looking at the Little Juniata River, which is a huge attraction for the fly fishermen around this area. It is a beautiful stretch of water for kayaking, canoeing, tubing. There used to be a church camp down here where the kids, that was one of their favorite pastimes during the church camp, was going tubing down the river. A couple campgrounds down along the way. So check it out sometime if you can, folks. It's a beautiful area. But we're going to keep going, see what else we can find, see how far this little road or trail goes to. And we'll get back to you. Now the road, it comes down from like a four-wheeler path and to where like DCNR can come through or whatnot. But it comes down to a single footpath. As you can see there, the train going off in the distance. But, oh, look at these huge rock formations. You can get a little slippy, especially on a day like today. We got a little bit of snow melt going on. We got another bunch of inclement weather coming through. But, oh my gosh, there we got a little spot with a fire ring. And as I'm looking at it, folks, this would be an awesome place to walk back to here, pack raft, tube, whatever you want to do, put in here and go back to the parking area. That would be an awesome float. Fun time. It might be an upcoming video. How's that? A few months away, but we still got a footpath. We're going to keep going. And what I'll do is I'll measure the distance back and I'll be able to tell you about how far it was that we go in and out on this trail. So stay tuned. All right. I would say we're at the end of the trail, but there's still some flat spot here. Oh, thank you, Hello. There's a flat spot here that you can walk. And with me, I don't want to stop until I hit that little hemlock grove, if you can see that. And it looks like a huge bend of still water. It'd be freaking beautiful to go fish. But again, that'll be another time. Because it's all this recon, that's what it's all about. Figure out what you're going to do, plan the future. This is awesome. Oh. So this is the little hemlock grove that I was telling you about that I wanted to get to. It's right along the edge. And this is amazing. This is a huge, deep, slow-moving hole. You can see the other side. And what it does, it splits and it makes, we came up the left side here, if you see the water coming on that island, and it can go to the right side of the island. And I would have to say this would be the perfect place to put in whatever you want to put in and float down. Oh my God. But we are talking hemlock, so we're talking mushroom foraging in the summertime, springtime, late fall. And I'm keeping my eyes open now too. We are talking fishing, I would say all season long. There are plenty of tracks coming back here on that trail. And like I said, this is a huge fishery for the fly fishermen. It is a catch and release only trout stream. And it actually hosted, at one time, it actually hosted the International Youth Fly Fishing Tournament. So, very big, well-known, a lot of history on this river. And it is just beautiful. This is definitely a comeback kind of a thing. I think I'm in love. Okay, folks, I am coming close to the end to where I have to turn around. I just want everybody to keep in mind, there's still a fisherman's trail, and that's what I will call this. It's just where the fishermen keep coming back here to get into some good spots, which there are so many. This is just such a beautiful stretch of river. But two things to consider. Number one, this is not a marked trail. It's not a named trail, all right? It does nothing more than just parallels along the river. So the number two thing to keep in mind is we're seeing a lot of sign of porcupine, and in this kind of area is where the porcupines like to den up. So if you have a dog, just keep in mind the porcupines, make sure he doesn't get into them. They'll leave you alone. They do not shoot their quills as most people think. Just keep in mind, watch your dogs and have some fun with it. But we're going to go up here a little bit further, and I think we're going to turn around and then we're going to head back. So keep in here. Yep. Stop. All right, folks, I led you to here, but I don't want to lead you astray. If you look through the woods there, you'll see a pavilion, and there's some other kind of structure there, but that's what caught my eye a little bit ago. And we are almost into Spruce Creek, and there is a private owned camp called Camp Espy that does, basically it's an outfitter. It does hunts, it does fishing, it does hiking. It is privately owned, so I'm not going to walk up any further. I can see some signs already, but that's definitely private ground, whether it be Camp Espy or not, but I will check and make sure. But I would not go wandering onto there. Okay, got to make your way back. So turn around. I'll start the countdown back to see exactly how far I came over and back, see the total distance, and I'll meet you back at the car. Okay, folks, so I'm in the parking lot of the Little Juniata Natural Area. It's in Barry, Pennsylvania. Once you get into the parking lot, you have so many options to go. You have the Mid-State Trail. This one goes to Spruce Knob. And if you take the road back, the road is actually a lot of road walking back into Barry, and it'll hook you on going up this mountain, up this way. Just behind it is the section that I actually maintain on the Mid-State Trail. Now, the reason I'm telling you all that good information is because I have been in this parking lot, I don't know how many times. I have seen that gate, I don't know how many times. I've gone beyond the gate, probably about 100 meters. Never did I ever explore that. And I have a good friend of mine that's up here all the time in this whole natural area. I've always wanted to see the bridge where the train cross across the river, which are two of them. And you go back, this, like I said, it's a little access road, turns into a little footpath. Not only does it turn into a footpath, then it actually turns into a very small, I call it a fisherman's trail. It's just where the ground has been worn down by the fishermen that are going back and forth through here. But I went back, it was 1.51 miles, and that's when we came across the private property ground. So you want to double back and come back here, but there's just so much stuff that you can do here. That river is beautiful. That river can be used for fishing, it can be used for floating, it can be used for kayaking, canoeing, whatever. And there's actually a little access area. All right, down yonder. Kayak canoes actually can go right in there very easily, and many of them do. There's a lot of clubs around here that actually put in here, and there's so many different spots that they can actually float down to. As you notice, this is a catch and release, all tackle. No trout may be killed or had in possession, but very beautiful waterway, very popular, internationally known. So get out here. This is the edge of Rothrock State Forest. My biggest thing that I wanted to take away from this is in my own backyard. So I hope in your travels, if you want to travel around the world, you travel around the world. You want to explore big and beautiful things, go ahead. This has been in my backyard, and I have been on the edge of it for decades. And I just now explored it, and I'm loving it. So, hey, some of the most beautiful places can be right in your own backyard. Get out there, folks.